Okay, for some reason I've been seeing more and more legit horrendously racist TikToks lately, and I especially found this one particular TikToker who is openly, disgustingly racist to an extent it's hard to even believe it's possible in 2024. He actually got permanently banned a few hours after I screen recorded all of his videos that I'm going to react to, but his account was up for a while before that. And the thing about racism is that I personally don't even like it that much. I think it's kind of lame, kind of mean. I'm actually a world-renowned anti-racism activist ever since I pulled off this incredibly brave stunt years ago. So as a known militant, I think I'm in the best position to talk about this racism on TikTok and tell you guys just how wrong it is. Racism is just not the best, guys, okay? So let's start off with this first TikTok that is a slideshow. This first slide says racism is cool. Then we scroll, and the second slide also says racism is cool. Pretty straightforward message so far, I think. Then we scroll, and it says white supremacy. Then we scroll again, and it says white is right. Guys, is it just me, or was that TikTok kind of racist? Like, I feel like when that TikTok was saying that they think that racism is cool, they meant that they think that racism is cool, which in my opinion is racist, but maybe that's just my militant anti-racism brain talking, right? Maybe I'm like analyzing too far and I don't really want to cancel people over nothing. So we gotta make sure this account is legit racist, so let's watch another TikTok. If you isolate white people on an island, you get the United Kingdom. If you isolate Asian people on an island, you get Japan. If you isolate black people, in parentheses, on an island, you get Madagascar. Wait, actually, guys, is this true? If you isolate people on an island who are white, you get the United Kingdom? That's really messed up. That's really embarrassing for white people. I had never thought about it that way, but yeah, that is really fucked up. That is eye-opening stuff. Let's watch more of this incredible content. Okay, in this one, the first slide says black people are slowed down by their IQ. Then the next slide says black people's IQ is lower than white people's. And the third slide says black people have smaller brains based off of a few pictures. Very scientific. Yeah, nah, I don't know, guys. I think this account might legit indeed be racist. I'm sorry to say. It's really bad, and therefore I officially cancel this account. It's over for them. Everyone is now safe from this account thanks to me, the Swag Emperor Jojas. But unfortunately, there's still much more to worry about, guys. That wasn't even close to the actual most racist TikTok account. The one I'm actually making this video about is much braver, much more blatant, much more open about his racism. He doesn't hide behind an anonymous profile. He fully owns just how terrible of a person he is. He's a terrifying menace known as Vador, the Conqueror. But before I talk about him, there's other random vids that I must analyze because of how horrendous they are, especially because of how many likes they got. So for example, this video in particular got 300,000 likes, which is absurd for like blatantly racist content. So check it out. Europe 500 BC versus Africa 500 BC. Well. Europe 1500 versus Africa 1500. Well. Europe 2024 versus Africa 2024. Well. Do I even have to state that this is obviously extremely cherry-picked? You could do the same thing the other way around, saying Africa 2500 BC. Pyramids, Europe 205,000 BC, living in huts. Plus, obviously, in 2024, there's also very developed cities in Africa. So if you're going to be racist, this is probably the worst argument ever. Well, not really the worst argument ever, because many other TikToks also have terrible arguments, like this dude making a TikTok saying China is better than the Philippines because China does science while the Philippines does gay stuff. A very compelling video for sure. Gay rights are definitely what's slowing down the Philippines. It's not like the USA. The richest country in the world, richer than China with less people, also has a very vocal and very big LGBT community. Then I saw this other account of a Russian dude who compares Russia to every other country. And when he compares them to Western countries, it all seems very positive, very good. Look, Russia versus the UK, positive comparison, all good. Russia versus Belgium, same, all positive. Both seem to be winning. But then when he compares Russia versus Turkey, it seems quite malicious. Though maybe I'm just analyzing it wrong. Maybe he's saying that Russian people are sad and poor compared to smiling rich Turks with gold teeth. Though sadly that theory goes to shit when we see that he also hates Armenia. But guys, don't worry too much. He isn't that racist. He also hates Ukraine, one of the whitest countries. I wonder why. Anyways, now it's finally time to analyze the official, most openly racist account on TikTok. Here he is, he's French, and he's named Vador dit le Conqueror, aka Vader said the Conqueror. And now I know what you're thinking. Oh, of course he's French. Those French people, they're the worst. Well, no, I'm French too, guys, and I'm barely even racist. Well, I'm actually not racist at all. Fuck, why did I say it like that? But yeah, Vador the Conqueror here is a terrible person, and it has nothing to do with him being French, okay? Also, I could make fun of his name, but I'm personally called the Swag and Prodigious, so I don't really have much to stand on. Like, my name is even worse than his, so epic name, bro. Time to start watching his TikToks now, okay? Guys, I'm scared. That was the most intimidating thing I've ever seen. I am now scared to criticize his profile because clearly he's a badass. I'm scared that if I talk shit about him, he's gonna whip me with that belt or something. Like, goddamn, did you see him, guys? He's so buff. He's so cool. I'm really terrified. But thankfully, I'm also kind of a karate master myself, so I should be able to take him on in case he tries to act up after I criticize him. So let's continue watching, guys. Starting off with this other slideshow. Wanting this girl, wanting the iPhone 14, wanting France for French people. Okay, casual blackface, that's insane. I can't believe someone would willingly post this. Just potentially ruining your life for the most shitty TikTok ever. Like, what even is this format? I'm not even really sure what's going on. I'm assuming the last slide is what you want the most, but like, come on, you're really ruining your life for like a video that's not even good. Why would you post this? Like, this is just shocking for no reason, not funny, nothing, just absolutely terrible content. Like, this dude is so fucking racist. He is not even able to think straight, I guess. Like, what is this? And I think that blackface is supposed to represent something in particular, especially seeing the cross on his chest. I feel like that's probably a symbol that means something, but I personally don't know what it is. I would assume it has a very specific message. That's probably the worst thing you've ever seen in your entire life. Also, in the description, he specifies what he means by wanting France for French people, in case there was any doubt that it was racist. So he says, French people who are white and Catholic, but in parentheses, he says he tolerates atheists. Oh, wow, how progressive. But yeah, no black people, no Muslims, no Protestants, no Jewish people, no Arabs, no Asians. And then in his other TikToks, he makes it clear that his main issue is with black people and Jewish people, it seems. Like in this TikTok, the first slide says, price 30 million euros, and it's a modern high-speed train. Then we go to the second slide, which says, price 0 euros, and it's a photo of a train sending Jews to a concentration camp. I don't even really know if that TikTok made much sense, but the message seems fairly clear still. Like, yeah, he's fine with sending Jewish people to death concentration camps. So clearly, yeah, he doesn't like Jewish people too much, but I think he hates black people even more because he made even more TikToks about, black people. For example, this TikTok says there's too many foreigners in France and too many chocolates. So yeah, too many black people. This is absolutely pathetic. This is just horrendous content. This dude's a terrible person, obviously. It's kind of disturbing. I mean, more than kind of. It's really bad. And then the next TikTok, he says he doesn't want to see tanned people anymore. So yeah. He even hates black people so much that in this TikTok, he says he'll show a girl the door if she says that her favorite Formula 1 driver is Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, the only black driver in Formula 1. All of this is so pathetic. I legit hate this dude. And apart from his racism, as if he didn't suck enough, he also has delusions of grandeur, saying, what if he becomes the new emperor, right? And then saying in this TikTok that if he becomes emperor, he will invade Russia in honor of Napoleon. Right, amazing goal, cool. And if you're still not quite sure whether this dude is like a good or a bad person, he's also extremely sexist, to add onto this. In this TikTok, he says, loving her for her body, that's it, move along, it's already good enough to love her for that. Yeah, I haven't really been saying much about these videos, not analyzing it too much, but the content just speaks for itself. It's like just the worst account I've ever seen on TikTok and maybe even online in general. At least when it comes to an account that got like legit a lot of views and a decent amount of followers, it's some of the worst content ever. Like, this is stuff that you could expect to see on an account that has like legit 2 followers that no one has ever seen, but on an account that legit has thousands of followers, a good amount of views, like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, it's pretty disturbing. It's crazy. The way it's all just so straightforward, no hidden meaning, nothing, just like completely out there. Mais bon, voilà, c'est fini. Et si j'ai un message pour ce mec, bah, nique ta mère, hein. T'es une merde, je te déteste, ouais, va te faire enculer, clairement.